Milo at your service. What is it?
You again? After the business of Sandstone Villa, I thought that we had settled matters. The Praetorians have a saying, an army is but a single being, and every soldier is a weapon it wields. If every common soldier is a weapon, what of you? Certainly a rare commodity in these contested times, if not a kingmaker. Your presence here is too tempting for some of my colleagues, so I observe you to observe them. That is the game we Templars must play. A simple enough question. The answer is unfortunately complicated. I speak with the authority of a Templar. It is enough to make my suspicions law, if need be. So I must remain silent, if I wish to learn what I need. Yes and no. You wield a power new and greater than many are capable of understanding, and to unforeseen repercussions. I worry of that. But greater still is our response to this power, how we approach it, and how we attempt to understand it. This city, our race, is built on the promise of plans reaching fruition, and as convicted as some are, others might be distracted by you. It seems that it must. I never meant to hamper you, but you presented the best way to get what I wanted. Now that you know, however, it will only be a matter of time before my own hand in this is exposed. But who was it that exposed this plan? Who got you started on this hunt for me? I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Make no mistake, stranger. If you initiate hostilities with a Templar, then you will become an enemy of the gnome state. Justice is pursued when a Templar confesses to his crimes. Then and only then. And Octien will confess to nothing, I assure you. I can do no more for you. Trouble me no further with this matter, especially when you have so little evidence. We have already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the Livrarium.
Blessings to him.
Hello. I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one. I am a political aide for Templar Joriel. I operate in a number of capacities for the Templars' official and unofficial business. It is for the best. But you are not the only one to suspect Templar Octien. My superior has her doubts as well, but, like you, she is bound by protocol. If you wish to bring Octien to justice, he will need to publicly acknowledge his crimes. Get him to do this, and Templar Joriel will give you the aid you seek. You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the Livrarium. I suggest you go there.
What is it? What? 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 What?
Be quick.
Yes?
Keep walking, long legs.
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events. For starters, I expected you to be rotting in a sandy ditch somewhere. Supper for the carrion birds. Understand, you and I are alike. All we both want is to see this business reach its end. Did it? Here you stand, suspecting me of a great many crimes, yet unable to lift a finger. Tell me, who has the power? Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research. A long career supporting vivification research has left me with certain advantages. You could say I'm more resilient than most of your enemies. I'll admit I did not see you and Hughes lying to blackmail me. His conscience was always his biggest liability. Then Trinio will take over research on the well. He has no such weaknesses. Perhaps I'll even give him your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion. Of course. And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
Well, if setting fire to the librarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octienne's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect. Should he survive the wounds earned in battle, I should think so. To that effect, I have ordered a moratorium on all of his current studies and projects. All, perhaps, save this mysterious Well of Souls. That one will take some deliberation, considering its various ethical and societal ramifications. Regardless, Gnome Society is in your debt, and we always pay what is owed. Ventrinio Desalini. One name I never expected to be brought into this business. It seems he has escaped the gallows yet again. I believe your friend Scholar Hughes may be able to help. While you were here, my people found him salvaging the tomes Octienne attempted to burn. Now, you must excuse me. A Templar has fallen from power, and Edessa's political buzzards are circling. You again. What is it you require of me? You can leave me to deal with Octienne. I believe Fomerus Hughes is on his way here, with information more pertinent to you.
You wish to speak? What?
It was my mistake to assume that Octienne would go quietly, or that he would leave evidence behind. Such a waste. Some of those books he burned were centuries old, but luckily for us, I was able to salvage some from the flames. Oh, a great many prizes. Treatises on the nature of death, tables upon tables of autopsy analyses, but only one item of true value. Octienne's diary. Based off of what I've read in these pages, Ventrinia has been working on an island off of Cluricon. True, but this young lady says she has a way to fix that. I'm not sure how you know Elinshire, but she seems quite eager to speak with you. When you meet Ventrinio, be careful. His genius comes at the price of his sanity. He may want to kill you the second time around for good measure. If he hasn't yet gotten completely mad, Ventrinio should be able to get you into Alabastra. Unfortunately, research on the Well of Souls will be put on hold. Octien organized it in secret, and the other Templars will want to learn all they can of it. But I do not think I'll be idle in the meantime. With Octien out of the way, there will be need of a new Templar in Edessa. You carry a grave responsibility now, my friend.
What?
Greetings.
For 500 summers, autumns, winters, and springs, the blossoms on my pyramid wantonly and fair. Why today have they fallen like tears? Dark damned whispers then the shapes of trees and heads and hawks, made by the white caps of the waves before they crashed. Then 1,000 other wonders in my lands have faded, failed, and fallen still. All I know and love is slipping from my grasp.
Did you think the whole army was across the water in Chloricon? No, I'm afraid some of us are stuck here in Dole An and Rathir.
Hello, mate.
You look like you've been in some tight spots. There's a bounty out on a damn set of deserters. What do you say? 5 full crew of fresh recruits had the gall to get fully equipped on our gold coin before they up and ran. The turntails, arms, and armor we can do without. But I'm afraid we also gave each crew a bottle of bog staunch. That's what I need recovered. Cure for a sickness that strikes some the moment they enter Cluricon. Devilish hard to make. We can't have fool deserters running off with any. I thought you looked the sort. The fools are run off down the coast. They'll be hiding here and there where they can, I imagine. They'll be up and down the Tawili coast, I think, hiding where they damn well can.
Don't miss the Seafoam Tavern.
You haven't got both signed. You can't have just one.
All right, all right. Just how must this be done?
Varani men have such rude eyes.
That's the army barracks there in Dolvayan. They've also got an officer's hall in Rathir on the burn.
Prayer for our troops.
We have a problem. Elund Karth refuses to send any troops to assist Melsen Shir. The old fool never would listen to reason. A weapon is only as strong as the one that wields it, and a general is only as powerful as the army she leads. We need to convince Karth to lend us his aid. You can find him in the upper city, looking over the strait at Melsen Shir. The fool might as well be condemning the city. They're in the city, but they can't join us unless Elund Karth grants his blessing for them to go with us. Agarth has gone to reason with him. He was a fine fighter, as I recall, but I do not know if his diplomacy is as practiced.
May your stay in Rathir be pleasant.
Nothing finer in all Amalur. Move along, citizen.
Curios, talismans,
May
items
your
of
stay
power.
in Rathir be pleasant.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. Very good then.
The City Watch never...
Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria, one of many sons and daughters who have devoted themselves here. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, many of the relics we once had are now lost. When the war first came, we sent one out to every stronghold keep. This served two purposes. It brought faith and strength to our soldiers there, and if Rathir fell, some relics might still remain. We have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back to us. Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major strongholds of the plains of Erethel. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor. So long.
Tell me, what brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For the weaving of your fate? Or for the orison? Though few of your kind do, all are welcome to the orison. Perform 3 tasks of devotion to Lyria, and in exchange, earn her blessing. Sojourn, service, and giving. They wind from outward to inward, and from the depths of our history to this very moment. It is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than the sacrifice. You began when you entered this temple. The first task is the sojourn. Have this. It is an amphora. With it, travel to the 3 springs blessed by Priestess Tyrian on her sojourn from the north. Fill the amphora with some of each spring. One is just outside Rathir, a second in Lower Gallifall, the third is in Snowmelt Pass. When you are done, return to me.
May your fate be blessed.
Keep the peace.
If I can't talk any sense into you, then someone else will have to. Damn fool.
Aye.
What do you want? I'm beset by petitioners these days. Another advocate for this absurd plan to retake Melsen Shear, I take it. It's good to see that calmer heads have prevailed. It pains me to say it, but Melsen Shear was lost long ago. These vain attempts to restore it will only lead to more death. Look to Rathir's sister across the strait. Her battered walls, her burned gardens, her back broken from a decade of war. We take in refugees. We send food we can spare. We try to ease her pain, but for 10 years I've stood here and watched her die slowly. And you think a failed general and an old spear will save her now? Why should we spare anything for Talera's hopeless fantasy? Melsen Shear stands as Rathir's eastern shield. Even now, nearly broken, she still stands. This city can do nothing for the fortress, but perhaps its people can. The wounded we have here wish to return to fight for the fortress one last time. I'll tell them to meet you at the docks, and take this as well from my own collection. May it be of use to you in the coming battle. Go to the eastern docks in the lower city and find Captain Dodwin. He will oversee your journey to Melsen Shear. Go. Save our sister across the sea or die with her.
Nice day. Don't.
students of magic, masters of spells. 34 and 30, not a gold piece more.
Do you want to ruin me? See my children starve.
This is Cluricon we're talking about, not your grandman's henhouse. You'll see things there the likes of which you never saw.
Can't seem to sleep much anymore.
We're so close. Hurry now. 1,000 times you could ask that question, and every time I would answer yes. Absolutely yes. But there is something terrible about arriving at a day you've been anticipating for years.
The ships are loading now for Melsen Shear. Are you ready to board? Right away.
Aegon, you know better than any of us how this will end. Why must we fight a war that you know we will not win?
You would still ask that to Lara, after all you've seen.
Until I get an answer, Fate Weaver. Until then.
Why do we fight? Because there is hope. Because only through battle can we break the chains that fate has forged. Don't you see? We have been given a chance. And though some of us will die, we will die knowing that our lives were finally our own. That we are no longer slaves to the whims of fate. Would you throw it away? Just for fear of another defeat? Not I. I will fight. And if I die knowing that I have made a choice. And this choice, for good or for ill, was my own.
You won't last long. Another can't seem to sleep much anymore. More blood for the wall.
Come on, Commander O'Wyglen wants to talk before we leave. Witch Knight Malwyn and his forces bested me 10 years ago, and I've been preparing myself since then. If I'm not ready now, then I don't deserve another chance.
I've been up, but not exactly the heroes of legend, but you're a welcome sight nonetheless. Likely you've come to see the fortress before it falls. I've seen her stand for the last 10 years, but the end, I think, has finally come. Our scouts report that the Tuatha are massing, and in their wake we've seen it. The Niskaru Lord, Baelor, has come for Melsen Shear at last. Baelor could tear through our walls like parchment. Our only hope is to ambush before they can bring him forward, and take the Tuatha by surprise. While our forces delay Baelor, you and Talera will be sent to hunt the Witch Knight, Malwyn. It's likely that he will hold the Baelor sway during the battle. We can't best their army in the open field. My hope is with Malwyn dead, the Baelor will turn on the Tuatha. It is little more than a wish, but that's all we have. The real mission goes to General Talera and yourself. My place is with my brothers and sisters, on the ground and against the enemy. When you're ready, come meet me by the gates. We've hidden from these nightmares long enough. Now we must face them, and perhaps we'll live to see the morning.
You look a little nervous.
You look a little nervous.
Another Ah, the one who travels with Talera. Can I interest you in something? Another time, then.
I don't care if the
Another body
bartender's
from the
manning the
ground. I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin. Come back again.
Keep walking.
You won't last long.
The next ship out of here is heading for Rathir. Are you interested in coming aboard? To Rathir we go.
Stand up straight and look you in the eye.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Greetings. You have come to Gwalchmay's goods. Provisioner to all Rathir. Dehoy and Merc. Good.
City watch. Beyond.
Sif Sader at your service. Don't mind the racket. Just my wife, that harpy across the way.
Good. Yes, that...
I'll sell you weapons, but if it's armor you need, you'll have to speak to that husband of mine. Come see me again. If you've things to kill, I've got things to sell. Farewell, love.
The great general is back, just like she promised. Another 10 years, and I might have started to doubt. What is it? Time is running out! Steel yourselves. The battle is not to be taken lightly. Don't be hasty. Be sure you're ready for this.
Waltz maze is just too expensive.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
What ails, fails, or irks you? There is a potion for it. Good evening.
Great General, what is it? Time is running out! Steel yourselves. The battle is not to be taken lightly. Then let us go. We've had sightings of the Tuatha Vanguard. When they enter the courtyard, we will open the gates and counterattack. You and Talera will use the distraction to execute your plan. One way or another, this will be over soon.
Our hunt for Malwyn can now begin in earnest. I will take one path and you another. If a Wygland's troops hold, then Malwyn will be delayed at the outer wall with the Balor. But we should make sure he doesn't get past us. Now, we must get moving. There is no room for error.
We can't let those Tuatha reach our archers. Go! I hope we'll be there to see it. If not, then we'll know we did our best. Now get going.
Charge!
The Tuatha came fast. We held them back, but...
Stay back and guard this area. It looks like the city defenses have been activated. Be careful out there.
Destroy the support! Get moving! I'll make sure they don't try that again! I'm doing just fine on my own. In any event, you've got to get to Telera. O'Wyglin's troops can't hold the Tuatha back. Be on your way.
Finally, some reinforcements. It doesn't matter. You're better than nothing. We tried to fight off the Tuatha, but they took most of our company prisoner. They're threatening to execute the rest unless we lay down our arms. We could get in amongst them, sign of it if possible, and save what's left of the survivors.
chance before they can regain control of the creature. Theoden, guide my hand. For Rathir! This ends It's here!
You're still alive! You've got to destroy Baelor before it tears this place apart. I know, Joe. Everything seemed still in that moment when she struck the Baelor. At least she died how she wanted to. But her sacrifice won't mean anything unless you do something to stop that beast.
Are you reporting in? A Niskara as big as this fortress. It's pushed us all the way back here, and now it is tearing down the very walls of Mel Senshir. The Tuatha must be truly mad to conjure up such a beast. Join you? I can't just leave my posting in such a state. I'll try to hold up here best as I can. Good luck to you.
Fall, mortal.
gone. After 10 years, I can't believe they're finally gone. We lost many, but we all knew the risk. I almost joined them. The Tuatha had my back against the outer wall when there was this flash of light. I looked up, and all I saw was the silhouette of you on top of that beast. It was the most glorious sight of my life, but I never saw the General. I'd like to personally thank her. Then, the rumors of her dishonor will finally be silenced. She gave everything to us in the end, and the world will know that. When we rebuild these walls, we'll name them after General Talera. Her memory will stand as long as the ramparts shine. But she never would have been here had you not delivered her to us. It can never be enough, but we hope you'll accept this as our thanks. There won't be any parades until the war is won. Tuatha still hold most of Cluricon, and over the years, they've infected every part of these swamps. Clearing them out isn't going to be easy, but we might have help. There are rumors of a small band of fighters harassing the Tuatha. Perhaps the hero of Mel Senshir can convince them to work with us. Good luck. What? Our soldiers are doing their best out there, but it's still a nightmare. Watch out for those red-eyed bastards.